It has been amazing. I think that what I see in the country is a really great energy to leverage the new technologies to favor the business for the customers. And indeed, all the conversation I've been having is how we can use technologies, AI, with a double purpose. On one hand, how we can help to provide better services to our customers. I think that all the enterprises, independently of the industry, they are all thinking how we provide better service. And the second thing is how we can use this to make Africa, South Africa grow. So I think there is a strong sense of purpose on using the technology to improve employment, to improve the quality of life of the country. So really interesting, and I think it really makes me willing to work closer, because I think the enterprise are really thinking about how to make, good for the customer, good for society. So, as you said, we opened the first African office in South Africa 3-4 years ago. For us, this is one of the pivotal countries for growth. We are a very conservative company in the sense that we like to enter in a country and do well our job and growth from there. So now is the moment where we have decided that the market maturity and the situation of the economy is the right moment to invest in South Africa. And of course, landing and going big in South Africa, at the end, the purpose is expand across Africa. So we just hired a new AVP for the region for Africa that is based in South Africa, and we are going to work with him in really, and part of my job, I think, is really support him to get all the investments we need to develop the business, develop the country, and from that, develop the whole Africa business. You know that our company has been always really focused on developing talent. We have the program of Trailblazers that has been in our company from the very beginning, that allows anyone to access our training and get certifications, that at the end you can go to any company and say, I'm certified officially by Salesforce, and get a job. And with that program, we have helped the youth, not only in South Africa, but all over the world. And there are amazing stories. Of course, now with AI, all the companies are thinking how we need to modify that. Because the thing is that in the past, you were having training about technology and it was kind of stable for a period of time. But now, the pace of change with AI, you almost updating your needs of training every day. So we will continue doing what we have been doing, that we've been partnering with universities in the country, with institutions, with companies to put programs that will help us. For example, just during the lunch, we were having a presentation by the Dr. Tarik Betfeld, the co-founder of the Free Universities, and we were talking how we can run with them a program for youth. So I think that this is one of the areas where we're going to double down. The unemployment rates in South Africa are high, and we, as a company that has a strong purpose on helping society, we want to continue and reinforce what we are doing for youth. But with this tuning of what is going to be needed now with AI, because we are going to train the people in a different way, and the needs are going to be different. So we need to fine-tune that right now. I referred it in the first question. I think when in general, my experience working with countries, all over EMEA, is that there are two ways the organizations are looking to agentic enterprise. There are organizations that are looking at it from the efficiency point of view, which is correct, okay? Because sometimes you need to improve your efficiency, and this is a way to do it. However, what I see here is that the companies are not only looking to this efficient way, they are looking mainly on how I improve the service to my customers. So they are looking at it from the point of view how they add more value. I think this is the right way, because this is where you are going to maximize the benefit. Almost around 85% of our install base customers are already doing something with agents, and there are different levels of maturity. Last year, but not only here, in general, every company was piloting making proof of concepts. And now what we are seeing is that the companies are really putting on production and starting to analyze what is the benefit and starting to learn how we are going to govern a company where agents are going to work together with humans, and how we adapt the organization and how we measure the impact of the agents. So we are seeing really very interesting examples across different industries, in bank, in retail, in logistics. So I must tell you that I think that in some cases it's even more advanced than in other countries, because probably your companies are less risk adverse than in other more mature markets, which is good. And I think that the main reason too is this sentiment of how I improve the service for my customer, how I make my company bigger, more relevant. So I think that if we continue at this pace, and as a Salesforce, we have a responsibility with our ecosystem about, and it's related with your previous conversation, how we train people, how we put the talent in the market to help them to develop this strategy, we will have a lot of agentic companies in South Africa in the coming months. So the first thing for me is that I don't think we should look at it from the fear perspective. I think we need to look at this from a realistic perspective. I think the first thing we need to think about ourselves as individuals and as in our personal lives. I'm sure that yourself, and if I ask here in this event, 95% of the people are using artificial intelligence in the personal life. I always compare this period with the mobile phone. When all of us have a mobile phone in our personal lives, we were making calls, we were doing a lot of things, and suddenly we were going to our companies and saying, I want to use my mobile phone to call my customer. I want to use my mobile phone to do better my service. And the companies were saying, no, this is too risky. We have a problem. Let's not do it. So I think that enterprises need to take the leadership and understand that this is something is going to happen. And us as employees, we need to think that in the same way that we are benefiting in our personal lives, how we are going to use it in our professional lives to amplify and change our job. I'm a firm believer that this is not going to eliminate jobs, it's going to transform jobs. Because you do not automate jobs. What you do is automate tasks. Which means that if your job has an 80% of automation, of course, you need to replace this 80% with other things, so your jobs will change. But I don't think it will just generate, completely destruction of jobs. On the other case, I think there are a lot of opportunities. I love an example I heard from the president of a university. He was sharing with me that this was a US and American university. They were having these office hours for students, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And they make an analysis about when the students are really dedicating more time to study. And it was from 2 to 3 in the morning. No office hours, 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, but probably you are studying at that hour is when you are having the doubts. So they implement agents so the people could solve some of those doubts while they were a student. The result is that they reduced the number of people going to the office hours, but when they were going there, they were going for really difficult things, incrementing the satisfaction of the teachers. Is this eliminating the job of the teacher? No. It's focusing the teachers where they add more value. And I think this is how we need to confront that, not from the fear point of view, but thinking how this is going to change my job for better, and what I need to learn and what I need to do different. So what I want to do, to be honest, is to support the market here. I think that as Salesforce, we are a company that we always say our success is the success of our customers. So my success now is the success of South Africa and Africa.